Hello, students. Welcome back. Let us continue our uh, class 2 on microcontroller. In our previous class, we are done with introduction to syllabus, the topics to be covered, the purpose of learning microcontroller, then some little basics on microcontroller, applications. Okay, I had skipped this. Okay, let me continue from applications. Okay. I know this topic is done, but still I have added some new slides to my PPT so that it can benefit you more. Okay. So applications of microcontroller. Some household appliances such as microwave oven, washing machine, coffee machines, refrigerators, digital cameras, alarms, toys, home security system, remote controllers, sewing machine, air conditioner. All these are household appliances in which our microcontroller is applicable. Our microcontroller is used. Okay, as a as a mini computer, as a small computer. Then we have applications such as offices, commercial appliances such as fax machine, scanner, printer, calculators, ATM machines, CCTV cameras, elevators, lifts, etc., etc. Then for telecommunications, telephones, phone answering machines, mobile phones, satellites, etc. Then we have entertainment and gaming section. Here for televisions, TV, VCR, video players. VCR means video cassette recorders. Then music players, stereo systems, set-top box, PlayStation, video games, musical instruments, etc., etc. Automotive industry, then industrial automation and manufacturing, motor controls, electronic metering, then electronic measurement instruments, wherein multimeters, digital multimeters, oscilloscopes, all these are in your use, right? Then we have biomedical applications, ECG recorders, glucose monitors, etc., etc. Computer system for keyboard controller, CD drive, hard disk drive. Then we have CRT controller, RAM controller, printer controller, local area network controller, LAN controller. Then for some military weapons, guidance and positioning systems, aerospace industries, and at last, if there is any automatic or semi-automatic devices around us, usually contain microcontrollers. Last statement. The conclusion is that it may be semi-automatic or automatic. Whatever you see around you, any electronic, such electrical appliances or any gadget has one or the other microprocessor or microcontroller of one of the family in it. Okay, so these are the applications. Then little brief on history and introduction to the. Okay, I'll go back. Why did I come here? Huh. History and introduction to the 8051 microcontroller whole family. So you can see here, first one, Intel introduced the first microprocessor, that is 4004 series, in 1971. So this was the beginning of microprocessor revolution. Means the first which came is from Intel. Intel is the one which launched it first time, and with the series name 4004. 4004 because this was 4-bit microprocessor, and it was having 640 bytes of memory addressing capacity, and it was working at a clock speed of 108 kilohertz. 108 kilohertz. So this was its capacity, this was the memory, the speed, and the bitwise capacity 4 bit. So this happened in 1971. Then it was developed for an electronic calculator. Okay, for this particular application, this microprocessor was introduced. Then later Intel introduced another microprocessor with 8 bits. The name was 8008 series. Later it went on upgradation, it became advanced with more memory, more bits, more speed, more clock speed, 8080. Now at present today we have, you can see here in orange line, yes, 64 bit, as well as we have 128 bit microprocessors. Don't be surprised, instead of microcontroller, why I'm explaining on microprocessors. Okay, before microcontroller we have microprocessors. Okay, then microprocessor, today we have up till 128 bit with nearly 3 gigahertz clock speed and 1 TB addressing capacity is available. Means memory available is up to 1 TB, 1 terabyte with a speed of 3 gigahertz and up to 128 bit microprocessor. Okay, the one which you are learning is 8 bit microcontroller. Okay, which operates at a frequency of 11.0592 megahertz. Fine. Okay, it comes further. Till today, Intel is leading company in developing manufacturing new microprocessors. Up till now, Intel is the only company which is leading into the manufacturing of such microprocessors or microcontrollers. So when does our first microcontroller came? It is in 1976. 1976, the first microcontroller was introduced with a series name of 8048. 8048 is the first microcontroller which was launched, which was introduced in 1976 with features such as inbuilt program and data memory, 2 register banks, 1 timer, 27 IO lines. IO means input output lines, 2 interrupts. It has 1 kilobytes of ROM, program memory, and 64 bytes of RAM. It also has external memory support. So this was the first of its kind. First of its kind. The one which you are going to learn is 8051 microcontroller. 8051 microcontroller. So this was introduced in 1980. 1980. 1980, your 8051 was introduced. So this was an upgraded version of your 8048, which is of 1976. So this was an extension of 8048. The extension include extra program and data memory. So 4 register banks. In upper one you can notice there are 2 register banks. Now here you have 4 register banks. Multiplication and division instructions, additional timer, UART, port, and 5 interrupts. UART means universal asynchronous receiving and transmitting. Okay, this is history on microcontroller family. So this much history is enough for you. Okay, so this topic was done, but still I felt like better to repeat microprocessor and microcontroller, a very important topic from your exam point of view. You can expect this as your first question in your video question paper. Explain the difference between microprocessor and microcontroller. So microprocessor is generally considered to be general purpose device, whereas microcontroller is taken as single chip computer. Okay, general microprocessor is general because it doesn't have many other required things. So as per your requirement you can go on adding here, go on adding with your general purpose. So depending upon the application where you want to apply it, where you want to make use it, there you can alter the things. You can go on adding your memory, you can expand, you can alter, everything can be done. Whereas in microcontroller it has inbuilt memory, timer bar counter, many more things which makes it less flexible. Okay, less flexible, but one complete computer, it becomes a complete computer. It has everything what is required in minimum quantity. Understood? It's like it has everything in little amount. Okay, so that it can act as a independent system, independent controller. Then the second, it do not contain, microprocessor do not contain IO ports, input output ports, timers and memory, etc. So as I mentioned, microprocessor doesn't have inbuilt memory, inbuilt timers, IO ports, whereas microcontroller has RAM memory, ROM memory, timers, interrupts. Okay. Then we have, in microprocessor very few pins are multifunctional, whereas most of the pins are multifunctional in microcontroller. The design is very complex and expensive, whereas in microcontroller the whole IC is very simple and less expensive. This is because, uh, as you know, why it is known as general purpose. So to make it suitable for a particular application, you require to alter your design. You require to add many more peripherals. So this will make it more and more complex as well as expensive. You need to spend more on the peripheral, whereas microcontroller is already having what is required in minimum quantity. So if you can make use of what is available, then in very simple way and with very less expenditure, the application will run. Next, access time for memory and IO devices are more. So as everything is not present on a single chip, single board in microprocessor, so you require to interface, you require to communicate with your memory, you require to communicate with many more peripherals. Whereas in microcontroller, everything comes on single chip, single board, on common platform, everything is available. So accessing time will reduce there. So things the processing time will be reduced. So everything will happen very fast in microcontroller compared to microprocessor. Okay. Then circuit is bulky since memory and peripherals are connected outside the chip. Yes. So this will add more weight to it in microprocessor, whereas microcontroller, what it has, right? Nothing can be changed. So this will keep it light in weight, as everything is built in, nothing new to be added. Okay, unless and until it is necessary. So this is the comparison in brief between microprocessor and microcontroller. So let me next class, I'll do it on risk analysis. I'll continue from here. I'll stop and make another class. Okay. Thank you then.